You know, that's something that I will never understand about the foreigners who are always talking this kind of nonsense about South Africa. I will never understand why is it that they have the energy to talk about South Africa. But when it comes to their countries, it's like they don't have any energy. Why is that? I mean, the energy that they have, if that energy was directed to their countries would improve. Their countries would improve. For it wouldn't take a lot of time for them to improve. But yeah, this guy is just disrespectful.
I think we must destroy this thing called the Republic of South Africa. We must declare war against this thing. Because as long as this thing still exists, Africa will never be liberated. Never. South Africa is the hand of the colonizer. And anyone who thinks otherwise, they can go and jump. This thing has been put in Africa. That's why it's even called South Africa. It's not part of this thing. It's not part. This is at the coast there. It's very far. It's a British colony. Its job is to send these European companies to go and loot. Look at what Motsepa are doing there in Tanzania. 3.4 billion is being fined. You are saying nothing because it's your brother. He goes to other African countries. They go and exploit it with his brother-in-law, Ramaphosa. These guys are destroying Africa. ANC is destroying Africa. Don't see that. Their tool is like in Karababa Fak, let's pay it from that Charles. I don't even recognize him. You call our kings here on the ground, you call them chief. You call that white man a king. It's not a king. It's not our king. He's not my king. I don't know that one. Charles. Who is Charles? Who's Charles? Yeah, you must go back and act that movie of Zulu on my stoop or Ghost must be crazy. I don't remember which one. Yeah, they must go back. They come here and then they put a fence. They put us in jail. Now when you want to leave the country, you must have a passport. You can't leave South Africa without a passport. You must know that. Go and try it. You will see. You will get arrested. You're not free. Free to do what? You say, hey, we have freedom. Freedom to do what? If you are free, just go and cross the border without a passport. We'll see your freedom. We'll see your freedom. Wake up. Wake up. These things of voting, it's not working. You've never gotten anything with a vote. Even to close a pothole. How many times you can't even vote to close the pothole? That thing of voting is just to give people employment. You are hiring people, making them rich with their families, their husbands and wives. Look at Motole Mochecha and his wife. They've been in parliament for their lives. Are we rewarding them? Is it a reward? Is politics a reward? No. We reject this thing. We reject the system. We reject everything. We reject your votes. We reject the Republic of South Africa. We must reject. Unless you reject this thing, you are going to suffer. Your kids are going to. Your kids are going. Inequality in South Africa works for those who are coming from outside. You see, when we are unequal, those poor white people, when they come here, they become rich with their dollars and euros. Yes.
Hey, South Africa, Mara, who is this disrespectful man? You know, I'm trying to understand whether he's South African or a foreigner. The accent, I can't really get the accent. The accent sounds like he's a foreigner that has been living in South Africa for a long time. You know, that kind of accent. You can hear, Ugutiman, this is not South Africa straight, but it has been diluted with a lot of South African accent. I'm not really sure whether I can call this man South African or a foreigner because you shoot the accent yang Shia. So tell me on the comment section down below, what do you think about this man? Is he a South African or not? But this man is very disrespectful. He's very disrespectful. If he's living here in South Africa, then the disrespect is even worse. To say we have to declare war on South Africa, those words could put him in very, very big trouble. You can't say we have to declare war on South Africa because this thing is the hand of the colonizer. Then we must declare war in South Africa. What are you trying to say, my man? What are you trying to say? You know, I don't know this anger that these people have towards South Africa. Why don't they take this anger and direct it towards their home countries? You know, this person is busy here talking about politicians here in South Africa who they've been in parliament and whatever. Why don't he talk about the politicians in his country who are busy destroying his country that led him to come here in South Africa? Why don't he come here on the internet and talk about politicians in their own country? You know, that's something that I will never understand about the foreigners who are always talking this kind of nonsense about South Africa. I will never understand why is it that they have the energy to talk about South Africa, but when it comes to their countries, it's like they don't have any energy. Why is that? You know, the difference between us South Africans and other African countries is that us as South Africans, we are focused on South Africa. It doesn't matter whether you can call us names and say we are the hand of the colonizer, we don't deserve to be African or whatever, but the fact about us South Africans is that when we start talking, we talk about South Africa. If we want people to talk badly about, we talk badly about the politicians in South Africa who are doing bad things. If we want to talk good about people, we talk about good people in South Africa who are doing good things. What I'm trying to say is, as South Africans, we are focused on South Africa, the bad parts of South Africa and the good parts of South Africa. We are not focused on any other country out there. So I don't really understand why is it that other Africans are so focused on us rather than focusing on their own countries. I mean, the energy that they have, if that energy was directed to their countries would improve. Their countries would improve. It wouldn't take a lot of time for them to improve. But this guy is just disrespectful. I don't even want to talk a lot about him. Angifuna ukukhuluma kakhulu because the language that he's using in this video will land him in big trouble. Declaring war. We have to declare war in South Africa. I don't know, maybe it's freedom of speech. Njengoba nami ngikhuluma kanje, I'm speaking freely, is freedom of speech. Maybe now when he's speaking like this is freedom of speech, then nothing is going to happen to him. And that's fine. But what I'm saying is that this man is disrespectful, very disrespectful towards us as South Africans. And if he's living here in South Africa, he should go back home wherever he comes from, because clearly he doesn't love South Africa. Clearly he doesn't have the country's best interest at heart, because you can't have the country's best interest at heart and then say that country must be destroyed. You know, there are foreigners who are here in South Africa legally, who love South Africa, who have the country's best interest at heart. We do have those kinds of foreigners in South Africa, and we don't have a problem with those foreigners in South Africa. But these ones, this one, I don't really care whether he's a foreigner or he's South African, whether he's documented or not. Just the language that he's using, saying we have to destroy South Africa, means he doesn't love South Africa. If he's a South African, then he doesn't deserve to be a South African, because clearly he has bad intentions for South Africa. And if he's a foreigner, he needs to go back home. Vele, if he's a foreigner, we don't even expect him to love South Africa. He just needs to leave South Africa and go back home. And if he's speaking like this is outside of South Africa, he should just stay there. And it would be better for him to start talking about his own country. I just wanted to bring this man to your attention so that you can hear the disrespect that these foreigners have for us as South Africans. Now it's getting to a point whereby they want to declare war on us as South Africans for standing for what's right. Pella, this thing started off because us as South Africans, we wanted our country for ourselves. We wanted to chase away all the foreigners who are illegal in this country, who are doing bad things. So us chasing away illegal foreigners who are busy committing crimes here in South Africa means then war must be declared on us for trying to clean our country. I mean, we are not disturbing anyone in their country. We are not talking about other countries. We are not even in other countries. We are just here in South Africa trying to fix our country, trying to eradicate all these illegal foreigners in this country who are doing illegal things. Then that thing means as a South Africans, we need to be destroyed. War must be declared on us. Why? All these other countries should be doing the same thing. According to me, all these other countries should be doing the same thing. They should be trying to clean their countries of illegal foreigners, illegal activities in their countries. That's what they need to be doing. Not bashing South Africa or wanting to destroy South Africa because we are trying to fix South Africa as the South African citizens. Nah, that is just messed up, man. So tell me on the comment section down below, what do you think about this disrespectful man? And tell me whether you think he's a foreigner or he's South African, because I can't really understand. Tell me on the comment section down below. But if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel, and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.